What is going on, everybody? Combo here, and as you read by the title, today I'll be giving you 5 quick fragmentation grenade tips to make you a frag grenade god. Once again, if you guys did know any of the tips in this video, great. If there's any more that I missed, leave it in the comments. Anyways, not gonna hold you guys too long. Hopefully you learned something, and yeah, let's get right into it. Number 1 actually deals with the time in which it takes the fragmentation grenade to explode as soon as it leaves your hand. So, with the fragmentation grenade, as soon as you throw it, it takes exactly 4.5 seconds for it to finally detonate. So, as proof of concept, I'm going to count it down as soon as it leaves our hand. So, right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. You see right there, before I can get to 5, it explodes right at 4.5. Something you can do this for is obviously at longer distances once you get used to the launch angle, and a tip I'll be getting into later. It'll actually help you, decide where you should really be aiming this thing and how to get more damage. Number 2 actually deals with a little technique you can do to catch people off guard coming through doorways or even just somebody pushing you. It's a good way for you to run away, and it's a good way to surprise some people and get some really quick kills. There's not really a name for this. I call it the Skyfall Technique. I don't really see it used much, but it can be very, very effective. You can also do this inversely, which I will show soon. So, as I said, it takes the fragmentation grenade 4.5 seconds to explode. Something else to note, here, let me grab a gold shield for this so I don't die. Throwing the fragmentation grenade, I mean straight in the air, like I can't go up anymore. When it lands, it will actually detonate at exactly eye level to where the player threw it. So right here, I'm going to throw it. As you see, this is going to explode right on my forehead. Boom, right there, 100 damage, max damage. And what you can actually do with this is, let's say this whole thing right here is a doorway. Let's say there's somebody pushing me, I slide out, and I can throw the grenade straight up in the air. What this allows me to do is, 1, have a safe getaway, because if they do get hit by the grenade, it'll probably push them back, and they'll be scared, and maybe by any chance it'll even be a kill. So right here, I'm gonna enact that. So if we're sliding out of a doorway, throw this thing straight up like that, run away. And as you can see there, that's 100 damage, and they had no clue it was coming. You can also enact this in the wide open. As I said, if somebody's pushing you and you know they're coming, you can throw it straight up, start backing up, get some shots in on them, reload, grenade comes down, that's an insta-kill. As I said, you can also do this inversely. If you know somebody's chasing you and you just want to scare them off instead of go for damage, you can actually just throw the grenade straight on the floor, and that'll probably scare them. So let's say, once again, this is a doorway, we're running away, we want to get away, throw the grenade on the floor, and run away. Once again, did 100 damage there, but more than likely that would scare the person off chasing you, depending on how close they are to you, obviously. Something also interesting to note about this combo is that Revenant's L1 ability actually shares the same arc as a grenade. So, let's say we're in that same situation where we have to throw the grenade in the air. If we slide past here, throw our grenade in the air, as long as it's L1, yes, you can throw them at the same time. That's 110 damage. Now, number 3 is a bit of a niche tip, but I'm sure it could come in handy in some certain situation. Anyways, what this entails is actually blowing yourself up slightly with a grenade and getting a very large speed boost from it. Now, for this to work, your shield actually has to break in the process, as if you have full gold shield, even if you do 100 damage to yourself, you're not going to move at all. So, to do this correctly, you're really going to have to take time to note when the grenade is going to explode. As I said, 4.5 seconds is the timer, and that's going to be very effective, because if you don't do that right, you might kill yourself, or you might go backwards, and it can just be all bad. This is a very risky tactic, but I think could be very cool if executed right. So anyways, I'm not going to get into it. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So we're going to throw this grenade on the ground. I'm going to count down. That'll determine when I run in front of it and get my speed boost. So 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see there, gave me a huge speed boost. And if we're playing somebody like Pathfinder, it'll actually give us a means of getting away easier. And once again, just to show you, if I'm wearing gold shield and I do this exact same thing, I will not launch at all. So right here, we're gonna count it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there, I don't get launched at all, as my shield didn't break. And it's not worth doing that 100 damage to yourself. It's better to have a lower level shield if you're gonna do this, as in reality, this is more of a fun thing. Number 4 actually deals with a little tip you can do with the frag grenade to make your shots at close and even longer ranges much more consistently when looking down at a target. So, right here, a mistake I see happen a lot is people will actually want to throw the frag grenade directly at somebody, which is very bad and really takes away from the damage of the nade. So right here, what I see most people do is they'll throw the grenade right there, right by their feet. The grenade will go way past them and do hardly any damage compared to what it could be. So what you're going to want to do, and this will slightly vary as longer ranges, and I'll show that, you're just going to want to slightly put it before them and let the grenade bounce up to them. So right here, we'll put it right there. As you can see, the grenade goes right up to him, does its max 100 damage. Let's say we go a little bit further back. Something to note, further looking down a hill and the further you are away, the more that grenade's going to bounce. As you saw last time, we aimed right about here. Now we're going to aim right about here. As you can see right there, the grenade's going to bounce more. Almost went past him there, that goes right by his feet. The same thing keeps happening, so we're going to go a little bit further back now. Throw that nade, let it bounce like that, right by his feet, 100 damage. As you start to arc it more and more, you're going to want to let it bounce even further, so right there. But there is a slight cutoff, see, right there? I'd say about 105 meters past, you probably want to be aiming right at about there, you know, about 10 meters away from the target, and the grenade will always land right at their feet. So as I said, 105 meters back, you want to aim the grenade just about 10 meters before their feet, or just about this distance right here. Now you can aim the grenade right around their feet here, as I'm looking down on them and the grenade has more time to travel in the air, allowing it to explode closer. But if I still aim this right on him, the grenade probably still won't do max damage. No, see right there it did 24. If I aim it right here, as I was before, the grenade should just bounce to his feet again, and we do 100 damage. Number 5 is a little tip you can do in either ranked or regulars if you're feeling like a terrible person, to hopefully quickly BM somebody. Now note, this does not work on either Caustic or Gibby, as they have that fortification perk and have extra health, so you'd probably just want to throw 2 frag grenades down to kill them. So right here I have my lovely assistant Rogue Ashes. Thank you for being on the channel, much appreciated. Go subscribe to her, it's in my channels, or I'll put it in the description, we'll see. Anyways, besides all that, all you're going to want to do is, let's say we get somebody knocked right here with our lovely P20. They're down. All you want to do is slide up, get right in their face, throw that grenade down, run away. That is the easiest BM you are going to get. They cannot block that with a shield from any angle, and you're basically guaranteed the kill. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative. Of course, if I did miss anything, be sure to leave it in the comments below. I always say this, if you did know the tips, good for you. Fragmentation grenades, although not my favorite in the game, certainly have their place, and I can definitely appreciate what they do in certain situations. Thank you again to Rogue Ashes for helping me out with this one, as I didn't really want to show that on training dummies, as it doesn't really give the full effect, and maybe I just wanted to add somebody. Anyway guys, not going to hold you too long. This has been Combo. I hope you enjoyed, and peace out everybody.